This, another great start by our starting pitcher and a good performance by our pitching staff as a whole. You know, like I said, first two nights, it seems like the first time you go out there on the mound. I know Brian's been here for 3 years, but he hasn't thrown a whole lot of innings. He's under 20 innings in his career. I know it meant a lot to him to go out there today, his first career start. A little nervous in the first inning. If he wasn't nervous, he's probably not human and not doing it right. So settled down, and it was a big 2 strikeouts there with the bases loaded, and just settled in and threw the way we expect him to throw all year. So a lot of firsts for a lot of guys. To go to his home run today, and for Alta's hit, and to go to his first start. And so it's this first weekend is always a fun weekend for guys. First time wearing a Hurricane uniform. So love the way the team responded after that first inning being down. It's the first time we've been down. There was no panic, very calm. We answered right back, and then that bottom of the first inning. So all in all, great weekend. Fans were great. Over 8,000 fans were the first 3 games. So we're excited about what's ahead of us.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about a lot of things you like between the pitching, the hitting, a lot of the first. Just what maybe impressed you the most about what you saw from them this weekend?
Like I said, they helped us a little bit with some errors, but good teams take advantage of those errors, and the team responded well, and it was a very even keel dugout. No matter what, from pitch 1 to the last pitch, no matter what the score was, it was a very even keeled dugout. Even when we kind of emptied the benches up in both nights, all 3 days, we got the opportunity to empty the benches, and it was just everybody was engaged, everybody was into the game, and you don't feel any difference. It was 0-0, top of the first to bottom of the 9th inning, Friday, Saturday night, or today in the 7th. So.
And with emptying a bit, just the value of being able to get a lot of these guys who may not be in every day to get them game reps early in the season.
It's opportunities to get some experience, and today we're forced to start Degody. Dorian was pulled out of the game, somewhat early. I think it was the 3rd or 4th inning, and so some guys got opportunities to play. Puig played more at third base, and we expect him to play today. But anything can happen through the course of the season. So the more opportunities you give guys, the more experience you give guys, they're prepared to do the job when you need them to do it.
Is there an update on Dorian?
He'll be fine. It's one of those, I'd rather him sit out half a game than tweaking something, making it worse and losing for a couple of weeks. So.
Speaking of Dorian, he had a very good game today and a very good first game. What do you like about Dorian coming into the season?
He's a senior. He's been doing it for 4 years. He started as a freshman, lost his job as a sophomore, won it back as a junior. The same guy that beat him out of sophomore year, so that shows a lot of character. So he's the type of guy that we want in this program. And he's in his 4th year, and he's a captain for a reason. He does things right. And it's everything you want in your guys. You had 9 Dorians, you're going to be okay.
Joe, just for clarity with Dorian, did it happen in the field? Is it something he's been dealing with?
He tweaked it on a swing coming out of the box. I want to say on the double that he hit. And then there was a play that following half inning. It was a kind of a high chopper he came in on. And I saw right away that he was grabbing his leg and stuff. And he's just too important to leave him out there and risk further injury or more aggravate.
And then we heard a little bit about Cuvée, but just can you speak on him? Do you expect him back?
If this was May or June, Cuvée would be in the lineup. And it's similar, right? It's February 16th. It's not worth it. We got another big game coming on Tuesday. Not that we're looking ahead or anything, but if he's not 100%, and we're not going to take any chances right now. We'll push the envelope later on in the season when we have to. So he's going to be fine as well.
I know you touched on the multiple guys that hit and lineup and stuff.
I'm sorry,
I know you touched on multiple guys got at bats and opportunities, but your starting lineup is pretty consistent throughout the 3 days. What'd you make of those guys kind of up and down? It seemed like a lot of guys got hits.
That's the nice thing of being able to empty the benches in those first 2 games, because if you don't, then you might start somebody different on that Sunday game and give them opportunities. But we were able to put guys in the game Friday, Saturday, so we're able to start with that same lineup and still feel like you're giving guys a chance to go out and get their feet wet and see what they can do. So.
And just with the rotation, what stood out in particular about what all 3 guys were able to get full brand new weekend rotation for you? I know guys have some experience with Nick and whatnot, but just what did you like about what they did first time around?
I think we struck out a good number of guys, especially our starters, but they were still efficient. They were pretty strict on the 75 pitch count, somewhere in that ballpark. Today I guess Walt struck out 10 guys in 5 innings, and still his pitch count was in the low 70s. So that's harder to do than you think. When you do that many strikeouts, it's usually your pitch count goes up. He had a really quick second or third inning. I want to say it was like an 8 or 9 pitch inning, which helped out. But after that first inning, he was very efficient for 2 through 5. So to have the number of strikeouts that we had 12 last night and 6 innings from Hughes and Robert. I'm not sure exactly what he had the first night, but they comfortably went through through 5 innings and Hughes 6 innings in a good short pitch count.
Awesome. Thank you, JD.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.